Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about Battery Status API, also known as Battery API. So what is Battery Status API? It helps you to understand the state in which the device is. This can actually help you to optimize the content that is being delivered to the user. For example, at times you don't want some heavy animation on the screen or some video running by default, so you can actually check what is the state of the device and make a decision whether you want to run this heavy animation or not, or whether you want to run some videos. Also, there are other cases, very important cases, when you want to do or not to do some actions depending on the state of your battery. So let's go. So today we will be looking into this API, and the implementation is pretty simple. We will be looking at configuring various event listeners as listed below. It's actually charging state, charging time change, discharging time change, and level change. All this event allows you to get battery information when you use navigation.getBattery method. Currently, battery status API is not fully supported by all browsers, but at least Edge and Chrome support it completely. Unfortunately, Firefox and Safari do not support it. There is some support for mobile browsers, mostly Android and Chrome based, but we are looking for other support in the nearest months, years. But still, it's good to have it at least on the supported browsers. Please subscribe to our channel to support us, and right now it's time to practice. Let's try to do some simple application which will be using battery status API, and let's go. Okay, so let's start with practice. I already prepared some template for HTML page which we'll be using in this practice. And what I want to start with is just to call navigator.getBattery methods. As you can see, it's not available here because it's kind of not fully supported everywhere, but let's try. GetBattery actually returns a promise, so we can use then, and we can add function which will get the battery object. Okay, sorry. And inside this function we can actually access battery manager object. So probably let's start with just logging it for the beginning. Yeah, so that's technically it. It's enough to write this small piece of code just to get initial or current battery status. So let's probably have a look how it works. Let's save it and let's start the browser. Okay, we have empty battery status API HTML page. So probably let's go and inspect what's inside console. And as you can see, it has battery manager object. It contains 4 different fields where you can actually check whether battery is charging, what is charging time, and what is discharging time, and of course a level of the battery. It's from the 0 to 1. 1 is 100%, so it's full when it's 1. And discharging time is time of seconds it takes to discharge battery completely. And of course we can see 4 events. on charging change, on charging time change, on discharging time change, and on level change. If we add these event handlers in our code, we will be able to dynamically track these four above mentioned properties of the battery manager. So probably let's start with some of them. Okay, let's start adding event listeners. So normally we have two options how to do it. This can be first option, battery add event listener. Or another option will be battery on and event name, for example, on charging change. Yeah, so I prefer to add it with add event listeners, but you can actually go with second option. Yeah, so first thing that we need to add for event listener is event name. We have four of them. So this is charging change, this is level change, charging time change, and discharging time change. So let's listen for charging change first. Charging change, and function we will be using for this. Let's output something. Battery has charging field, which actually says whether battery is charging or not charging. Another event, just not to waste the time, I can copy it and paste. This will be level change. And of course we have battery level. Third event, charging time change. And we have charging time. And of course there is another event which is called discharging change time, and here we will have discharging time. So that's technically it. We have all event listeners that we need for battery status, and now let's try to see how it works. Okay, so we don't see anything, probably just because none of these events actually fired, and my device currently is discharging, so I'm going to plug it into power cord, and as you can see currently it just says true and infinity. So the state of charging change from false to true, and infinity means the discharging will be infinite as it's currently being powered. So now I unplugging it, and I see the status is changed to false, so charging status actually fired, but other events didn't fire. So probably I'll plug it again and wait until my power level changes, so you can see the battery level is changed. Right, so right now it just reports me that my battery level is 0.4, so just 40% of my laptop is powered, so I need to actually power it. Yeah, now I'm again unplugging it, and as you can see it says that it's unplugged. And once the power changed to 0.39, it will just show me another level of battery. So that's technically it, how it works, how battery status can be used. Simple, of course, simple solution, but you can actually apply it to all your use cases, like running something in background if battery is high enough, or limiting something or saving some information before actually battery goes to the smaller amount level. And as you can see, I also have another result reported by some of the events. It's time to discharge, like 744 seconds to my battery to discharge completely. I believe that was all that you wanted to know about battery status. You probably can also go and just do some changes to HTML just to show all these levels here, right? Like level status. Uh, Simple modification should be done here, so you can just use document query selector or document get lm by class name, right? So anything is okay, and then just apply the value received from the API so you see it inside the HTML. For the purpose of this tutorial, it was enough just to put the value, output value into developer tools so you can just see what this API returns and how it works in reality. Hope you enjoyed looking into this battery status API and you will use it on your projects. Please subscribe to our channel and see you soon with new APIs. Bye.